सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Yesterday I pointed out that the central theme of all the Upanishads, generally called Vedanta, is Jivatma Paramatma Aikyam. Jivatma means the individual living being, and Paramatma means God, the Creator. And when the Upanishad talks about this Aikyam, it uses a statement of equation. Jivatma is equal to Paramatma, which alone we call Mahavakyam. And when we study this Mahavakyam superficially, we will not be able to accept the statement, because both of them happen to be diagonally opposite. I am a created and limited Jivaha, and Paramatma is uncreated, limitless Ishvaraha, the Creator. How can the created and the Creator be one and the same? How can the limited and the limitless be one and the same will be our question. And Vedanta doesn't want us to blindly believe and accept. Vedanta is against blind belief. Vedanta says you have to understand and you have to accept it only after your intellect is convinced. If your intellect is not convinced, you need not accept it. The word Shraddha does not mean blind belief and blind acceptance. Shraddha means you give the benefit of the doubt as a pramanam, as a source of knowledge. And then I said, when the Jiva and the Ishvara are looked at superficially, they are different, we acknowledge and accept. But when we look at the real nature of Jiva and Ishvara, both happen to be one and the same. And the Upanishad itself helps us in understanding our real nature. And for that we looked at the individual and said that every individual has got two components, the changing and the non-changing component. Whatever we experience in ourselves, our body, sense organs, mind, in short, the BMS complex is changing. But what Vedanta says is, all these changes we are able to talk about only because we are aware of the changes, we are conscious of the changes, and we are continuously and constantly present as the witness consciousness awareing the changes. From that it is very clear that the constant I is the constant consciousness principle. The word I does not change. The consciousness also does not change. Shankaracharya says in the Dakshinamurti Stotram, Balyadishvapi Jagradadishu tatha sarvasu avasthasvapi vyavrittasu anuvartamanam aham iti antaha spurantam sada. Our various conditions of the body, like childhood, boyhood, youth, old age, they are all changing and they are mutually exclusive. They cannot coexist. When one is there, the other cannot be there. I cannot be both youth and old simultaneously, even though we may try by going to beauty parlor. It won't work. Similarly, Jagradadishu, the waking, dream and sleep states are changing and mutually exclusive. In all these changing and mutually exclusive states, there is one which is inclusive in and through all of them. Others are Vyavartamanam, whereas I am Anuvartamana. That constant I is called Avasthatraya Sakshi Chaitanya. So that I is Nirvikara. Achedyoyam, Avyaktoyam, Achintyoyam, Avikaryoyam Uchyate, Krishna says. Having introduced this Sakshi Chaitanyam, the Upanishad talks about the nature of this Sakshi Chaitanyam in the mantra as Adharam, Anandam, Akhanda Bodham. Very, very profound. In mantra number 14, last line, Adharam, Anandam, Akhanda Bodham. So each word is a profound which we have to understand. We will take up the word Akhanda Bodham. The word Bodha means consciousness, the witness, the changeless one, which is there enclosed, available within the body. Yesterday I said consciousness is not a material substance. Any material substance undergoes change, whether it is atom or subatomic particle or a star. So consciousness being non-changing, it doesn't come under any material substance, nor is it a product, property, or part of a material substance. It is an independent factor enclosed within the body-mind-sense complex. And every living being has got this consciousness. Now the question is, how many such consciousnesses are there? If there are 500 people in a hall, are there 500 consciousness, each body mind enclosing its own consciousness? Vedanta says it appears to be separate and pluralistic, but really speaking, it is akhanda bodha. There is only one consciousness, and it is all-pervading consciousness, and it is indivisible consciousness, even though it appears divided. In me one, in you one, and in between there is a non-functioning or non-existent consciousness. Vedanta wants to convey this through an example. Gaudapadacharya, in the 3rd chapter of Mandukya Karika, writes about 10 verses to understand this nature of consciousness. And he gives the example of Akashaha or space. Atma hyakashavajjivaihi ghatakashairivoditaha ghatadivaccha sanghataihi jata vetannidarshanam. So if we have got 5 containers of different sizes, very small container like a spoon, and small container, then bigger and biggest. Imagine 5 containers. All these containers can accommodate things, and their accommodating capacity also is varied. And they are able to accommodate because there is space inside. What accommodates is this space. Now the question is, Gaudapadacharya asks, do you have 5 different spaces with 5 different capacities? Experientially, it appears that there are 5 different spaces. Their names are different, their capacities are different, their functions are different. A spoon has got only a small space, can accommodate a few mLs of medicine or water, or it might be. A cup has got a slightly bigger space, we can drink coffee, tea, etc. A room has got a little bigger space, it can serve as a bedroom, kitchen, etc. A few people can be accommodated. A hall has got still bigger space, which can accommodate a few hundred people. And we have got stadia or stadiums, which have got a very huge space, accommodating thousands of people. So 5 names and 5 different capacities and 5 different functions. Thus experientially we have got 5 spaces. But if there are 5 different spaces, all of them with various limited capacities, then these spaces also will be as much perishable as the containers are. The cup is perishable, the hall is perishable, the stadiums can be pulled down. If the spaces also are limited, many and varied, they also would have been destroyed. When cup is destroyed, cup space also would have been destroyed. But what is the truth? The truth is, even though there seems to be 5 spaces, subject to be born when the containers are born, and subject to be destroyed when the containers are destroyed, the fact is there is no birth of space, there is no death of space, there is no plurality of space also. Names are different, forms are different, functions are different. Akasha is only one undivided whole, which is seemingly plural, but actually one. Rupa karya samakhyascha bhidyante tatra tatra vai akashasya na bhedosti tadvad jiveshu nirnayaha. Name, form and functions are different. They belong to the containers, the content space. There is no plurality. There is only one akhanda akasha. And having given this example, Gaudapadacharya says, every jiva is like the consciousness enclosed within the container called BMS complex. Bodies are many, sense organs are many, the minds are many. There is plurality in the container bodies, minds and sense organ. But the consciousness which is enclosed within all of them, the consciousness is only one. Body is born, but consciousness is not born. And body gets destroyed, consciousness cannot get destroyed. Bodies are many, consciousness is one. Therefore, every Jivatma is nothing but one and the same undivided Paramatma only. And when the body is gone, the function stops. I, the consciousness, am able to be functional in the container called the body. When the body goes away, the container goes away, the consciousness cannot transact with the world, but consciousness does exist. Like when the pot is destroyed, that surviving space cannot hold a cup of coffee. It cannot function as a holder of something, but the space continues. Similarly, the transacting Jivatma is the transacting Jivatma when the body-mind complex is available. When you remove that, consciousness continues to be there, but it doesn't transact. The transacting medium is gone. So therefore, the wisdom is, I am not the transacting medium, but I am the consciousness which is Akhanda Bodha. Therefore, I am seemingly located in the body. I am locationless consciousness. So the Upanishad just casually mentioned this, which I am struggling to explain through all these examples. Upanishad just says Akhanda Bodha. Then comes the next profound word. Each word is profound. Some Vedantic texts have got continuously profound topics packed. Whereas in other Vedantic texts, there will be heavy subject and then lighter subject also you can intellectually relax. In the Bhagavad Gita, Sankhya Yoga will come you have to be alert. Then Karma Yoga comes, you can relatively relax. Then Vibhuti Yoga comes, you can dose also. So thus we have got lighter and heavier. Whereas in some Vedantic texts, heavy, heavier, heaviest, heavy, heavier, heaviest, your intellect should never get tired. Continuously alert it must be. Let us try whether we can do that. Akhanda Bodhaha, we have to understand. That is why we call it, we call the Atma as Chidakasha. Akashavat Chit. I am space-like consciousness, seemingly enclosed in the body, but I am both inside all the body as well as outside also. Then what is the next profound word? Adharam. This is also another very profound. According to the scientists, consciousness is a temporary phenomenon generated in the body or in the brain. It is an epiphenomenon supported by the brain. And when the brain is destroyed, consciousness is destroyed. This is what they think. Consciousness depends upon the material brain. This is the scientist approach. Whereas Vedanta tells the diagonally opposite thing. It is not the consciousness is dependent on the body. On the other hand, the entire material universe does not have an independent existence. It depends upon consciousness which is independently existent. That means what? I, the Chaitanyam, am not only Akhanda Chaitanyam, I am the Adharam. Adharam means what? Adhishthanam, support, the substratum. The substratum of what? Substratum of the entire universe. The entire universe exists because of me. I project the universe. I give existence to the universe. I give a reality to the universe. And blessed by me, the universe is experienceable. The universe is transactable. The universe is useful. I call it ETU. Experienceable, transactable, useful. All because I project it, I give existence, I give reality, and the world is able to do what it does. This also will be too much to digest. How can I say I am dependent on the world? How can I say the world is dependent on me? In Tamil there is a saying, பொய்யச் சொன்னாலும் பொருந்த சொல்லணும் சொல்லுவாங்க. I don't know how to translate in Kannada. Even when you lie, it should be a believable lie. How can I accept this? I project, I give reality, and I make it transactable, useful. How to accept? Vedanta gives another example. Examples are very important. And for that, what is the example? Many of you are Vedantic students, and some of you are very advanced students also, having completed Brahma Sutra, I know. The well-known example, which again Gaudapadacharya gives in the second chapter of Mandukya Karika. The space example comes in the 3rd chapter, Advaita Prakaranam. The second example comes in the 2nd chapter of Mandukya Karika, Vaitathya Prakaranam. What is the example? The dream example. So with the help of my mind, I am able to project a dream world. And I myself give existence to the dream world. And within the dream world, I create a special dream body also for myself. Because I as a waker cannot operate or transact in the dream world. Therefore, my own benefit, as I said yesterday, I project a dream body. And what do? I set aside this waker's body on the bed and I put on a new medium BMS complex in the dream. Vedanta calls it a different upadhi. It's a very important technical word. Upadhi is changed from the current BMS complex to a different BMS complex. Upadhi 1 to Upadhi 2. What do you mean by BMS complex? Body, mind, sense complex, which also I have projected. And it doesn't have independent existence. I give it existence. And I put on this dream body, and the moment I start using the dream body, I look at this projected world not as inside me. I see the dream world as outside me. For the dreamer, the dream world is not inside. Waker knows that my dream world is within me. In my mind only. I have projected, but the moment I drop my wakerhood and take up the dreamer status, then this dream world has become outside. Bahihi udbhutam iva nidraya. And not only the dream world is outside, I become one of the small beings in the vast dream world. I can see stars and galaxies. Many people are there. I am occupying a small corner of the dream world. And if somebody asks, in the dream, are you in the dream world or waker's world? For the dreamer, it is waking state only. He never says, I am dreaming. As I often say, for a dreamer, dream is not a dream in dream. For a dreamer, dream is not a dream in dream. He is in the waking state, and his dream body is not dream body. It is waker's body, it is real body, and the world also is real. And if I am going for a morning walk and a dog is chasing me, I will be running. Sometimes bitten by a dog also, and I will bleed also. And I go to a dream doctor and take an injection. Everything is real or unreal. Reality is there. Who has provided? I provided the reality. How? By wearing a new medium, like the virtual reality. I don't know whether you have experienced. In Coimbatore, somebody gave me a headset, and there is a virtual reality world. And the moment you wear and switch it on, you don't feel you are in a room. You have got buildings are there, roads are there, you can walk, and he gave me a roller coaster ride virtually. And I went through all the experiences, stomach churning. It happens. With that headset, it is virtual, but it is a reality. The moment I remove the headset, that reality is gone. It doesn't exist. I am in the room. Similarly, dream body is upadhi number 1. Headset I wear. The dream world exists. It is real. But I give the reality. What is the proof? As long as I am operating through this dream world, dream body, it is real. The moment I wake up, yes, sakshat kurute prabodha samaye swatmanameva advayam. So I enter, I give reality. When I withdraw, it loses reality. Therefore, dream world has got borrowed reality. And whatever has got borrowed reality is called mithya in Vedanta. It has reality, but it is virtual reality, means borrowed reality. So by studying the Swapana, Vedanta says, may you understand what is borrowed reality and what is mithya. And once you have digested what the dream experience is, Vedanta says you have to extend that to this world also. The difference is you have a different headset. It is not the dream body that you are using. By waking up, you have set aside the dream body, or you have swallowed the dream body. And along with the dream body, you have swallowed the dream universe also. I am Srishti Karanam, I am Sthiti Karanam, I am Reality Karanam, and I am Laya Karanam also. Thus, dream meditation must be practiced in waking. And you have to assimilate. And Vedanta says, this world is also another virtual reality. Now the internet, after the Nobel Prize winning physics article talking about the entangled particles and all over they are writing this world is an illusion. Illusion means virtual reality. It is mithya experienced with a different headset. And what is that? This body, this mind, and these sense organs are upadhi number 2. You can call that number 1 or this number 1 a different upadhi. The moment I wake up and start operating through this upadhi, I am called Sopadhika Atma. And I experience this world which I have projected. And who am I? Vedanta says, you are the Paramatma, the super waker. You have woken up from the other dream world. Now you have come to this dream world and you are called waker. Really speaking, you are a super waker with another headset that is called Maya. You are Paramatma, the creator, with Maya. And with Maya, you have projected this body, this mind, and this sense organ. And when you operate through this body, mind, sense organs, you see this universe. And this universe also has got ETU, experienceability, transactability, utility, and it is also real. But we add, it is real, not intrinsically. Dream world was real in dream, but not intrinsically. Waking world is real in waking, but not intrinsically. Then how? By borrowed reality. Who has lent the reality? Unbelievable. I. What is the meaning of the word I? Not the body, mind or sense organ. They are projected by me. I, the Akhanda Bodha. Through the dream body, I give reality to the dream world. Through the waker's body, I give reality to the waker's world. By myself, I am neither dreamer nor waker. I am Ishvaraha, the Paramatma, with the Maya Shakti, having the ability to create virtual reality number 1 called waking and virtual reality number 2 called dream. So dream world, waking, waker's world, all of them are mithya. Maya also is mithya, having me as the Adhara. Therefore, I am the Paramatma, the Adharam for 3 things. I am the Adhara, support for Maya, and I support the waker's body and waker's universe. I support dreamer's body and dreamer's universe. Maya, body, universe, all of them are mithya. That's why in Tattva Bodha itself it is introduced, Tattva Vivekah Kaha. What is knowledge of Tattva? Atma Satyam Tadanya Sarvam Mithyeti. I, the consciousness alone, am real. There is no such thing called material universe. Material universe is mithya, matter is mithya, energy is mithya. They are all seemingly existent, borrowing existence from me, the Adharam. So this is the second word. So 3 words, but requires so much explanation. First is Akhanda Bodha. What example you should remember? Akasha example. The next word is Adharam. I am the Vishwadharam, Gagana Sadrisham. Gaganam means Akasha. And then the next word is equally profound, Anandam. I am not only the consciousness principle, I am existence principle, lending existence to the world. I am Sadrupaha, I am Chidrupaha, I am Anandarupascha, Satchidanandam. These 3 words is Satchidanandam Brahmahamasmi. Now, one more word we have to understand, Anandam. Anandam means what? Anandam, you all know, happiness. And according to Vedanta, no object in the creation has happiness in it. And therefore, no object in the creation can give happiness. The world doesn't have happiness as a part. Again, you can apply part, product or property. Happiness does not belong to any blessed thing in the world or any blessed being. And what is the logic? According to Chandogya Upanishad, the logic is Yovai Bhuma Tat Sukham Na Alpe Sukham Asti. Anything finite and perishable cannot contain Ananda. What is Anantam alone can be Ananda. What is finite cannot be Ananda and cannot give Ananda. What is infinite, Anantam alone is Ananda. That alone can give Ananda. And what is Anantam? Chaitanyam is Anantam. Adharam, Anandam, Akhanda Bodham. And since I, the consciousness, am limitless, I alone can be Ananda, and I alone can be the source of Ananda. Therefore, Atma is called Ananda Swarupa. But what happens is, our mind, it is finite mind. And this mind does not have Ananda in itself, but just as the mind borrows happiness from the Atma, borrows consciousness from the Atma, just as the mind borrows existence from the Atma, the mind is capable of borrowing Ananda also from Atma. So, I, the Atma, can lend existence to the world, body, mind. I, the Atma, can lend consciousness to the body and mind, making the body sentient. Similarly, I alone lend Ananda also to the mind now and then, when the mind serves as a mirror. For this, the example to be remembered is mirror example. One example, Satchidananda. So one example, Akasha we have seen. You have to do lot of reflection. The second example, dream, I gave. You have to have a lot of reflection. The third example I want to give is mirror. When there is a mirror in front of me, I see so many things. That mirror frame is there, and it is beautifully decorated frame, and the mirror surface is there. So many things I see as part of the mirror. And many decorative mirrors are also there. I see all of them which belongs to the mirror. And also I see another thing in the mirror. And what is that? A beautiful face. Let me say beautiful, okay. So that you are happy. So when I keep a mirror in front of me, I see so many things, and I also see in the very same place a beautiful face also. And I understand many things I see belong to the mirror. The frame belongs to the mirror, and upon the frame something is there that belongs to the mirror. The surface belongs to the mirror, but one thing does not belong to the mirror. What is that? The beautiful face is nothing but my own face I am experiencing reflected in the mirror. Why it is reflected in the mirror? Because mirror is designed to form reflection. If I take a piece of paper, the paper in which Kaivalyopanishad is printed, you take the paper and keep in front of your face, you don't see. Even though paper is also material substance, Mirror is also material substance. Mirror is a finer material substance, capable, because of its nature, capable of reflecting my face. Similarly, Vedanta says, the mind, when it is in a particular state, condition, when the mind is in such a particular condition, Vedanta calls the mind Anandamaya Kosha. In Taittiriya Upanishad, Anyontara Atmanandamaya Tasya Priyame Vashiraha Modo Dakshinah Pakshaha Pramoda Uttara Pakshaha. When you have got that particular state of mind, which is not me, but it is something different from me, which is projected by me, which is anatma, which is maya projection, that mind is there. When the mind has that particular condition, that condition can be caused by various situations. You saw your baby, born baby, of course there is so much joy. Or you see a nice dish that you love, or you listen to a nice music, or sometimes there is nothing around, you remembered some past experience. Why suddenly that memory came? Some punyam. So thus the mind can get converted into Anandamaya Kosha because of various factors, controllable and non-controllable factors. Mind can temporarily become Anandamaya Kosha, then the mind becomes a reflector. The road also there are reflectors. The night when you drive, the reflectors shine. Who gives the shine? Your own car gives it. Similarly, I am the Ananda Atma. I can never objectify myself, just as I cannot see my original face. Can I see my original face? Try. Roll your eyes. Like Bharatanatyam dancer, tam titam tai tatai. You roll your eyes. Whatever you do, you cannot see your original face, but you can see the reflected face whenever the mirror is available. Mirror is gone, reflected face is gone. Mirror is dusty, reflection not available. Similarly, I am the original Ananda. I can never directly experience myself. Atmananda can never become an object of experience, but I can experience my Ananda when it is reflected. And when is it reflected? Whenever mind comes to Anandamaya Kosha state. And many factors will bring, and when the factors are gone, Matra, Bhagavad Gita, Matra Sparshastu Kaunteya, Shita Ushna Sukham. Now and then we are happy. And again miserable. What is miserable? I am not miserable. The mind had joy for some time. The mind lost the joy. And again it got. This will go on and on. But what Vedanta says is, let the experiential happiness, which is reflection, let it come and go. May you remember that the real original copy, master copy, I, the Ananda, is never gone. So therefore, what is the description of the Atma? Anandam. Therefore, I am Akhanda Bodha, I am Adharam, and I am Anandam. In short, I am Satchidananda Atma. So hereafter we will read the mantras. 15. Etasmad jayate pranaha manas sarvendriyani cha kham vayurjyotirapaha prithvi vishwasya dharini. So am I a creator or a created being? Suppose I ask a question, am I a creator or a created being? What will be the answer? You should not answer. When Vedanta Acharya asks the question, it will be tricky. Therefore, you should not answer. The answer is, it depends. When I am using the dreamer's body, mind, intellect in the dream world, I feel I am a created being in the dream. In the dream, I see the vast universe and I am a created being. And suppose in the dream, a dream guru comes. And the dream guru tells the dream Shishya in the dream world, you are the creator of this vast universe. So he will say, it's very, very difficult. How can I understand? The teacher says, Uttishtata, Jagrata, Prapya Vara Nibodhata. The dream guru says. The dream Shishya is singing Suprabhadam for Bhagavan. So the guru says, don't sing Suprabhadam. You are thinking you are in waking. The dreamer thinks he is waking. He is awake. The dream guru says, you are not awake. Please wake up. And imagine the dream guru wakes up the dreamer. The moment I wake up, I understand I am not the created being in the dream. I am the creator. So when I put on dreamer's body, I am created. When I put on waker's body, I am the creator. Now Vedanta says, when you are using the waker's body, you are created. When you look up at yourself from the standpoint of the super waker with Maya body, Bhagavan's body is Maya. So wearing Maya, Bhagavan becomes creator. Therefore, super waker is creator. Waker is created. Waker is creator. Dreamer is created. So therefore, in all of them, the upadhi used is different. Maya is super waker upadhi. The waker's body is this waker's upadhi. Dreamer's body is dreamer's upadhi. In upadhi there is difference, but in and through all of them, the Chaitanyam is different. Therefore, through the Chaitanyam alone, the Chaitanyam alone, through these three upadhis, play the role of Bhagavan, play the role of waker, play the role of the dreamer. What is common to all of them? Chaitanyam. Therefore, the Upanishad says, Etasmat. From the Chaitanyam as the super waker, Jayate pranaha manaha sarva indriyani cha. I project with my Maya upadhi, I, the same consciousness, project all these things. What are they? pranaha, manaha, indriyani. Then come Vayuhu, Jyotihi, Apaha, Prithvi, all the 5 elements, and the Prithvi, which is the supporter of everything. I alone create with Maya Upadhi. And then I enter this body, and using this body I become what? Jivatma. I was Paramatma, I have now become Jivatma. Then again I go to dream, I become Dreamatma. Thus, Puratraye Kridati. I have this entertainment available for me. I can switch on channel change. If I can become Bhagavan, I can become dreamer, I can become waker, and each state I have got different experiences. But I, the Chaitanyam, am never affected by any event that happened. I am Asanga Chaitanyam, untouched by samsara. But the moment I forget my real nature, like the dream world, this world also becomes real. Virtual reality becomes actual reality. Then life becomes a burden. So generally I present Vedanta in 5 capsules. The 5 capsules of Vedanta. The first capsule is, I am of the nature of eternal and all-pervading consciousness. The second capsule is, I am the only source of permanent peace, security and happiness. Happiness we have to underline. Peace, security and happiness. Everything else is insecure. Anytime they can go. I am the only source of permanent peace, security and happiness. The third capsule, by my mere presence, I lend life. Life means existence, consciousness, etc. I lend life to the body-mind complex. By my mere presence, I lend life to the body-mind complex, and through the body-mind complex, I experience the material universe. The body-mind complex also is material. So by my mere presence, I lend life to the material BMS complex, and through that, I experience the material universe. It is the third capsule. What is the fourth capsule? Very important. I am never affected by any blessed event that happens in the material universe, wakers or dreamers, or in the material BMS complex. Let anything happen. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. In the family also. These are all nididhyasanam we have to do, because they all will happen. I am never affected by any event that happens in the material world or material BMS complex. This is the fourth capsule. And the fifth capsule is, by forgetting or ignoring my real nature, I will convert life into a burden. I used to say MBBS. I will become MBBS. What do you mean by MBBS? Not a doctor. Meaningless, burdensome, boring struggle. Very good, you remember. You are attending online classes, I think. So the moment I ignore my real nature, life becomes MBBS samsara, meaningless, burdensome, boring struggle. But the moment I recollect by remembering my real nature, that's what I call nididhyasanam, or going to the green room now and then. Life is a drama. Nididhyasanam is the green room. So by Vedantic meditation, I go to the green room and keep the headset away. 3 headset, Maya headset, physical body headset, dream body headset. These 3 headsets I keep away. Adharam, Anandam, Akhandabodham. I am that Brahman. When I claim, I am ready for playing further roles. Otherwise, life can make me insane. Thus, Vedanta reminds me, I am not a real husband, wife, etc. They are all drama roles played. Really speaking, Aham Brahma Asmi. This Mahavakyam alone gets repeated in the following mantras also, which we will see in the following sessions. Hari Om. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.